We're good to go.
Thank you, Connor. Good morning. This is convening of the Massachusetts Gaming Commission, agenda setting meeting number 187. I'm Jordan Maynard. I'm serving as chair. We are holding this meeting virtually. Today is March 5th, 2025, 10:03 a.m. Since we're doing it virtually, we will do a roll call. Good morning, Commissioner O'Brien.
Good morning, I am here.
Good morning, Commissioner Hill.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioner Skinner.
Good morning.
And good morning, Commissioner Broder.
Good morning.
All right. I believe we're going to turn it straight over to Secretary Skinner for some minutes.
Mr. Chair, I move that the commission approve the minutes from the February 12th, 2025 agenda setting meeting that are included in our packet, subject to any necessary corrections for typographical errors or other non-material matters.
Second.
All right, Commissioner O'Brien,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Skinner,
Aye.
Commissioner Broder,
Yes.
and I vote yes, 5-0. Thank you for that, Secretary Skinner, and thank you to Judy and the legal team and Autumn and everyone that works on it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and turn it to page 2 to begin our planning, to review our planning. I won't go through everything on the upcoming meeting dates, just to note that between March 13th and June 17th, we have some meetings scheduled. Have a lot of hearings between April and June. And then we have a proposed meeting schedule at the bottom between April 2nd and April 30th. I'll give everyone a moment to look at those and see if we need to change or add anything or move any dates.
Only caveat, school vacation week falls that month, so I'm sure you'll have a quorum without me, but I might be skipping an agenda or a substantive one, depending on how that falls.
All right. And we can also move around the topics if need be. All right. Do we have anything to add from the team to this date? Anything we're missing? All right. Let's turn to page 3. Let's talk about March 11th. I want to thank everyone again for accommodating my schedule next week. ED SERPA, will we have an administrative update?
I think we will, yes.
All right.
Quick one.
All right.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Thank you. Commissioner Skinner, minutes?
Yes, please hold time for minutes.
All right. Commissioner Hill, legislative update?
No need for a legislative update. Thank you, though.
All right. Councilor Grossman, we have 205 CMR 256 on. Justin, I see your mic on.
Yeah, I can jump in here, Chair. If we could push that to the next meeting in March. I'm still soliciting input from stakeholders on it. We have a draft, but I want to get everybody's input before we bring it before you.
Works for me. Is it good, commissioners? All right. KYC approvals.
Yes, good morning. We will be all set for these two.
How long do you think that will take?
Probably about a half an hour for both.
Okay. Thank you. Director Monahan, have a couple compliance matters.
Yes, we anticipate having one sports wagering related non-compliance matter on the 11th. We also have one thing we'd request adding, but I can do that later if you prefer.
You can write it down now if you want.
That would be an executive session related to firearm detection at MGM.
That works for me. Commissioners, are we good with that? All right. Thank you. Anything else, Caitlin?
That's it for that meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Chief Delaney, quarterly report.
Yes, we should be all set with that. We will have the executive session for the CapEx discussion. And you'll be getting those materials actually very shortly after this meeting.
I imagine it's going to run exactly like the other two we did.
Pretty much. Yep.
All right. We're going to stick with you, an update on the CMF applications.
Yep, I just wanted to give a quick status update and talk a little bit about how to move forward for the rest of this year.
Works for me. Thank you. Anything else, Chief Delaney, for that date?
Not at this point.
All right. Dr. Lightbound, we're going to talk about Rainham.
Good morning. Yes. Can we move that to the 327 meeting? It looks like now they won't be making the move until April.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Make sure it's timely. I'm
Yeah.
seeing nods. The Plain Ridge Capital Improvement Fund request.
Yep, that'll be ready.
How long do you think that's going to take?
I think for the two racing items, that and the recovery of the unclaimed tickets, combined like 15 minutes.
Got it. All right. I'm always confused by the unclaimed ticket conversations every year when we have them. Who doesn't go get their money? All right. Anything else to add to that date?
Nope, that's all for racing. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and then we have a collective bargaining agreement discussion and a potential executive session, ED Serpa.
Yes, we plan to bring some more information on overall compensation plan.
All right. Anything to add to the 11th from commissioners or the team? All right. Let's turn it to the next page and talk about the 27th. Do we want to hold the administrative update, ED Serpa?
We can hold it, sure.
All right. Meeting minutes, Commissioner Skinner, I imagine. Okay.
Yep.
Is that going to be timely for a legislative update?
I think it might be, so if we can just hold it.
Okay, we can do that. Councilor Grossman, I imagine, wait, Justin, is that the date you want to move
Yeah,
that?
we can bring 256 up. It'll be ready by then. Thank you, Chair.
All right, and then Councilor Grossman, anything to add?
We do. We have a couple others, so I'll let the team talk about those. Ying, I think we'll go first.
Thank
Good
you.
morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. 238.01 and 243.02 will be coming before you again for a final vote. And additionally, wanted to add 205 CMR 138.69 to the meeting agenda. This regulation pertains to entertainment, filming, and photography at the gaming establishments. And we're proposing language just for gaming licensees to submit a plan to address entertainment, filming, and photography. So that'll be coming before you the 27th.
Read an article on that in general in the industry the other day about how they're having to deal with that. A lot of TikTokers going to the floor of the casinos these days. So thank you for that, Todd.
I can jump in here, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everybody. We also have two table games rules update for commissioner discussion, review, and approval, hopefully. It will be for Spanish 21 and Pontoon. So both are blackjack style games. I would estimate roughly 15 to 20 minutes for that presentation, if it's helpful for you, Grace.
Thank you. And I'm assuming we'll get a hands-on demonstration if needed.
Definitely.
Thank you. I always enjoy those. What else do we have, Team Legal? I see Autumn's mic's off.
Hi, I'm bringing forward some changes to 205 CMR 101 for initial review and approval. Essentially, we're going to be designating the clerk to handle requests for additional time instead of the full commission. We want to be mindful of everyone's time and schedules, and because the clerk already sets the initial deadlines for those, it makes sense for the clerk to also handle the request for additional time.
All right. And I'm sure you'll brief us all on that before we go into the 28th.
I'll have a brief and I'll have a memo to go out.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Autumn. Anything else to add from the legal team?
I think that covered it.
All right, so legal team's gonna get a lot of work in on the 27th.
Well, I'm sorry, there is one other thing that's unrelated to regulations that I can mention now. This, just as a placeholder, I think it might be helpful to put some time on to potentially discuss our litigation involving landmark insurance.
Okay, we can add that. Commissioners, we good with that?
Todd, is that executive session required?
That would be executive session.
All right. We can add that in. All right, we're gonna turn it on over back to sports wagering.
Yes, we will have 4 sets of house rules for the 27th. We'll have FanDuel, BetMGM, MGM Springfield, and Bally's.
All right. Thank you. Director Monahan, some non-compliance matters.
Yes, we have a few, sorry, excuse me, I just look at my notes. We have 2 to 3 non-compliance matters for the 27th. We also have 2 other matters we'd like to add them now.
Good with that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you, Chair.
I said I'm good with that.
Okay, so one is a discussion with the commission regarding the reg that instructs operators to cancel and refund unauthorized wagers. We'd like to have a discussion about interpretation of the reg on the 27th. And then I'll pause if there's any questions about that.
I'm good with that.
Great. And then also on the 27th, we'd like to hold time for the sports wagering operators request for temporary licenses. This is the second step in that process. As you'll remember, the commission went through the first step of the request for temp licenses, and now it's the actual request. So that should only be 10 to 15 minutes.
Commissioners, are we good with that? What Caitlin proposed? All right. Thank you, Director Monahan. I'll need a refresher on that reg, by the way.
Happy to do it.
Thank you. I'm sure my fellow commissioners would appreciate it too. All right. Dr. Lightbound. Racing officials.
Yep, that will need to be on that meeting just for timeliness with the meet opening in April.
Got it.
Shouldn't take long. Most of those people will be people that have worked for the track for numerous years and been approved over many years.
It's hard to believe it's that time of the year already. I feel like we just ended the season.
Exactly, me too.
We'll all go down and say hello to your team. We enjoy doing that as they're staffing up and getting ready.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Director Vanderlinden.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm going to ask if I could just push this to April 10th.
I'm good with that. Commissioners, are we good with that? You're gonna have a busy month this month. Director
It is. Yeah, there's a lot going on for Problem Gambling Awareness Month for sure. All good stuff though.
Great. Thank you for getting that plug in. We're drafting on what I was thinking. So commissioners team, anything to add to the 27th that's not currently on here? I see Chief Lennon just popped up.
I think we want to move the diversity reporting off of the hold list onto the 27th.
All right. I'm good with that. Commissioners, are we good with that? Anything else to add? All right. We're going to turn it to page 5 and look at what's under review. Commissioner O'Brien, we have Compliance Committee on there.
Yep, still under review.
Got it. Illegal market conversation.
Yeah, it's still under review, but I was actually going to connect with ED Serpa on this one too, because it seems like we need at least an internal meeting with myself and Commissioner Skinner.
Yep. We can connect on that. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Director Van der Linden.
Yes, still under review. This is going through what I think is the final round of review by our research review committee. So I expect that this will be an April report.
All right, look forward to it. We're going to hold staff evals under review. Chief Teresi.
Yes, still under review, as is the next one.
Okay. The Revere HCA, are we going to schedule that out, or are we good on it? What's the story on that one?
I think just on that, we still owe the mayor a response to the letter that he sent regarding their surrounding community status.
And I'm assuming they did put in, I know this is not related. A lot of times it's related in our heads, but it's not really legally related. I'm sure they put in for some CMF funds too, right?
They did, yes. Yep.
All right, thank you. Okay, we are moving the diversity conversation on to the 27th. Director Van der Linden, you have a couple of matters up. We have a VSC program update and a BCLC conversation.
Yeah. I'd like to keep both of those under review right now.
Okay. Wager limitations.
And yes, these last two are also still under review.
All right. Got it. All right. Anything else to add to under review? All right. Looks like a busy month coming up. I tell every time I say this, I always worry when we're like 3 meetings out and I say, oh, that's going to be a really light meeting. And then somehow it fills up every time. So we fill them up. Do we have any commissioner updates? Any other business? We're going to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner O'Brien.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Skinner.
Aye.
Commissioner Broder.
Yes.
And I vote yes, 5-0. Everyone enjoy their Wednesday.
Indeed. Have a great day, everybody.